Hello and welcome to the Hostile Hospitality channel where we kill them with kindness. This is my first ever stream and I will be playing my continued roguelike Legacy 2. Sorry about my dog in the background. I've already done some progress. I've beaten 2 bosses and unlocked quite a couple things. So I got a little bit of experience, but I'm by far no expert. I got into this from watching other YouTubers play, and so I figure, hey, whenever I'm killing time and just goofing off, I may as well do something useful with it and stream. So I get to play. Gonna do the first dungeon to build up my money. Because right now I can't beat the 3rd boss, which is this one. She's a little too powerful for me, so I gotta build up my character more. I've got, let's see. I got unlocked the double jump, which you gotta do in order to get to the 3rd boss. But I haven't been able to beat her yet, so it just helps me get treasure like this. Run into these fucking things. The little plinkers are the worst for running into them. Let's see. I've already collected most of the story items for the first map, I believe. I think the only ones I haven't is for the 3rd one because I haven't explored a whole lot. If you're new to Rogue Legacy, this is the 2nd installment to the series. Oh, the big guy's over there. Which is just a little roguelite where you go around and gather treasure and kill monsters and defeat bosses at the end. You run a whole lineage of like heroes in order to just slowly level up, because with each generation you get strong enough to like beat them. Those little eyeballs are a little difficult. The spikes you can't do nothing about, and I always just fucking miss them whenever they come. They come on screen and I don't ever pay attention and they get me. But I've gotten my health pretty leveled up, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Let's see. This is just one of many money runs that I do in order to level up. Let's see, puzzle challenge. I've never done this one, so. Huh. I don't know how to do this one. Oh well. I don't ever really bother with the fairy chests. I don't have a whole bunch of use for them. While above 50 health, deal more spell damage and weapon damage. Star Sling, fallen gems from the upper crust. I haven't gotten all the relics and stuff, but I do get some. I only try to have 1 or 2, since if I go on too many, it takes away a lot of my health that I have, so it's just better not to have a whole bunch of them. Let's see, what level is this? This is level 4, so I'm not ready for this one yet. There we go. Get through that. And then, if you don't get the fairy chest, they die, but there's a special relic you can get where it's a fairy key, and you can get it even after the chest deflates like that. There we go. It's a fun little game for if you have free time. I always enjoy it whenever I have like about 10-20 minutes to spare. I can run through and get a decent amount of money that sets me up for the next time I play. Money. Okay. The main thing that always gets me is the traps and hazards. And those little plink things. Wasn't paying attention. I got hit by a spike once again. Let's see. Up and to the left. I need to go. And then I'll need to come back to that one zone where it's raining at the door. Because that will be the way that I need to go to get to the second and third boss. Which I've already beaten the second one, so it's just running into the third. So that way I can get more money at her door. Because the second boss doesn't ever give you money at the door. Which is unfortunate, since this is my money run. So I'll go down here. Shoot. Jump kick too early. There we go. Get all that money and get out. Dash, let's see. Up here. Get all that treasure. See if there's any treasure in these lamps. There we go. That made it worth it. Whoop. The only enemy I ever really have a hard time with, aside from the little spike plunks, is the eyeballs. Because they can hit you through any wall, unlike any other enemy, and it's a pain in the butt. There we go. That. Let's see. Up. Go with this one. This is why having the chef is the best character for dealing with these, because the chef allows you to ricochet any attacks that get thrown at you as more of a powerful fireball. But I'm just a knight in this run, so no extreme power for me. Nope. Went to scratch my nose and immediately almost got hit with a fireball. There we go. Well, let's see. I don't think this will be a guide. I think this will just be like a little run through, since I'm not really showing how to do anything. I'm just kind of going through it. So I guess I'll just label this as like a quick little playthrough, since I am not setting a good example and hitting every trap. A guide on how to not play Rogue Legacy, honestly. Run into every spike ball you see and lose to a tiny little thing that just shoots fireballs in 4 directions and doesn't move at all. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of XP this run. The XP really varies in the runs. There's like one There's one trait you can have as a character, and it's called vegetarian. And if you eat any of the meat, which restores your health, it actually does more damage to you because you're a vegetarian. Enemies deal with a critical hit, restore your health. Critical hits are pretty rare for me because I have that stat pretty low, so it's not really useful. So purified, any fatal hit, any hit taken is fatal. This would be good if I was good at dodging. Otherwise, it's just a pain. Because knowing my luck, I would get that relic and be like, yay, I can get a lot of money, and then I'll just immediately die on a spike trap. Let's see. Down here. And yes, I've already beaten this area, but I'm already so high level that most of the enemies here I can kill with one hit, minus the little mini bosses that I've come across as I was playing this run, which take about 2-3 hits. Originally it took a lot longer to beat them, but hey, it is what it is. It's a pretty good way to get coins and gold pretty early on, and then I'm trying to get to the boss room since that has 2 chests, which are pretty good. I don't know why I even came into this room. I guess the XP. There we go. Let's see. Up and to the left I go. There's one trait that they have where you can already see the map fully, but you don't appear, because that's your little icon. It won't appear on it, which it's my favorite one since I usually tell by whenever I like touch a chest and get something, but I can see how for some people it'd be a little hard to try and navigate where you are, but I really like that one. Revive from fatal blows and regain 50% of your health can occur one time. Dashing creates a wave that destroys mid-size projectiles. Those aren't really any of my favorite ones, so I'm just going to skip those. There we go. There's the boss. And then since the door's broken, it shows that I've already defeated him. So now I can just go to this one, which is the 2nd level. There we go. And I can just run through this and get more coins because this one, it's for 15. Ooh. There we go. Get rid of that thing. These little blobfish are cute, but they're a little bit of a pain since they just hop around. Jump. Jump. Get these barrels. Let's see. Okay. I always mess up that jump. There's a special way you can do all these of just dashing and jumping, but it's a little bit of a tricky combination. I'm still getting used to that mechanic since I only really recently unlocked that. Let's see, oh, that's a fairy room. I'll still do it. And then RB, let's see. Oh, what's this? Gain a blessing of wisdom. After hitting a wall, it creates a storm that damages all enemies in a small area. Oh. This is... Good lands, little girl, you got the zoomies. That's what I get for having a 3-month-old husky puppy. I'm just glad she's not yelling right now. She is bad about that. At a month old, she howled, and it startled me and my partner. Mostly because we didn't know what she was. We got her at Walmart for free because the people that had her originally, gave her up since they couldn't take care of her and all the puppies since the mom died in terms of giving milk and stuff. So they had to give out the puppies to homes, and me and my partner ended up taking one, which is the one that I have back there. It's a little female husky Labrador, as we've come to find out.
Oh, me? Baby?
What?
I am the partner. Sorry.
Oh, did you get it?
No, I said I am the partner.
Yeah, you are the partner, sorry. Should introduce you, but that slipped my mind because I was fighting enemies. But, yeah, I left away for 2 seconds. But yeah, her name's Lemon. She's a little ball of terror. I'm not gonna get that chest. She's great though. Let's see. So, on this map, I always tend to lose more of my health than on any other map, just because it's kind of a pain, because I think I can do the jumps and get the treasure chests that are in the very bottom. There's like these two things, as you saw, where you have to hop across them carefully without hitting the water, otherwise you lose health. But I always mess those up. I've only done it once, which I was pretty proud of, and then I just haven't been able to do it again. So I try them once or twice, and then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna cut my losses there. There we go. Where's this chest? Oh, it's over there. Up. Sometimes the jump feels like it doesn't work, where I don't know, it makes me cut short instead of doing the full jump sometimes. And at that point, I just leave it be and try to move on to the next thing. Otherwise than that, it's a great game, honestly. It's one that I like to just... I like to do to pass time. This and Payday 2 are really the ones that I like to do the most in my free time. I do like other games like Final Fantasy. I play Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, I mentioned Payday.
Okay.
Payday's the one that I do, like Rogue Legacy, where it's a short little thing, so I have time to play it, but also time to do other things if I need to. But Final Fantasy's a commitment because it's a walking simulator.
It really is.
Walking
even
or
the younger games.
Yeah, even the older games. Well, Final Fantasy Crisis Core, which is on the PlayStation Portable.
I didn't play that on the portable. I played Transformers.
Yeah, it was a niche game that not many people played because Final Fantasy was just starting to come to America and stuff, if I remember right at that time. I was a kid, so I was just playing the game because it looked cool. But yeah, it was less of a walking simulator and more just the turn-based battles. You didn't really have the open world. It told you where to go, and you would just follow that and then battle bosses in a turn-based style. It was fun, but it was difficult at times. I remember losing a lot to a couple of demon bosses because you had to fight, like, early on, you had to fight, like, 2 massive, giant demons, and it was just a pain because they outpowered you so much.
Yeah, that's 100% fair.
Yeah. Let's see, that was a good one, and then another one that I've played. I played The Witcher 3 a little bit, but my game was, like, I don't know. I don't know if I was just dumb. I probably was just dumb, but it also felt like my game was broken a little bit. Because I played it, and one of the missions was like, I had to find a ghost by a bridge, and it was like really early on in the story, and it just wouldn't work. Like, she didn't show up. Like, I followed everything. I didn't even stop and, like, do any other side quests or anything. I was following the main storyline and everything. And it was just, like, nope, stood there for, like, a couple minutes, and I was like, why is she not appearing? And then I, closed the game, and I restarted it, because I thought that would help. And it still wasn't there, and so whenever I tried to backtrack, that didn't work either.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it just didn't work. And I was like, man, there goes my game.
Yeah, of course you're like, ah, yeah, fuck this. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I never got into the Witcher series because of that.
I can see why, yeah. What in the hell?
Let's see, what other game? There was another game I told you about that I rage quitted, but I can't remember because it was broken.
I've rage quit so many games, so I can't even tell you.
I'm sure it'll come to me sometime. Oh, I missed. Sometimes I mistime those jumps and it just absolutely messes me up.
Shit happens.
Get that. There we go. Let's see. Oh, that thing's gonna come over here and bother me. There we go. Save myself the trouble. There we go. I always do that. At least once I'll run into some spikes or something like that. And it's a pain. Ooh, already lost a decent amount of my health, but hey, at least I'm doing pretty good. That guy go in the water, so he's not my problem. Wasn't fast enough. Damn. There's like a certain range where you have to be to get in front of those things for it to trigger, and I always miscalculate it. Oh, I gotta go down. Get that out of here. Interrupt those. Oh, man. Yeah, looks like I might die around here, but I did pretty good. And for anyone wondering why I'm not using the... Yeah, there we go. For why I didn't use the shield, which is the Y button on this character, it doesn't really work too well. You'll take about like a little bit reduced damage, but I don't know, I never bother with it. There we go, there's the chef. This one has low health and great mana, but it's really good for like reflecting. The duelist is okay. Let's see what's masochism. Gain 50% of your mana when hit, but can't regain mana from attacks. Okay. Go with this one. I like the chef the most out of all of them, just because it's a better character. My attack's pretty weak. Let's see. I don't know if I want to finish this. Should I go with health, my last health level, or should I go with my another attack level?
Attack.
Okay.
I don't know. I usually play the tank in RPG or roguelikes thing or anything like that, so.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. Put more conversion down so that way I'll get more gold in my safe. There's a point where you can get where you don't have to pay any money to this farrier, so the little laughing scene's kind of funny, where it just doesn't matter anymore since you make all the money and he doesn't. But right now, since I'm starting out and not fully leveled on that, he gets a good portion of my money. Pizza. Yeah, and being a chef does fire damage too, which is really nice. since even if I don't finish off enemy, the fire damage does a pretty decent chance of hitting them and taking them out for me. There we go. Let's see. I got greedy. Okay. There we go. Yes, okay. Go through here. Whoop. Mistime that. There we go. Get that. Let's see. There's nothing else on the other hand in terms of treasure, but I'm still gonna go so I can just get this end level out here. See what this room is. Jeez, just calculated that. Thought I was far enough away to where they wouldn't be able to hit me.
I'm playing Schedule 1. Look at Cletus.
Oh, you made Cletus
From
again?
Breaking Buds.
Break.
That's what I've named this. Breaking Buds. Look at Cletus.
He looks like he's got jaundice. Why did you make him so yellow?
Because he's on crack! He's been doing his own... Jesse, we have to cut Jesse! Cletus, stop doing the supply, Cletus! We need to sell that, Cletus! Cletus!
Cletus breaks the rule. Man uses his own product.
No, he broke all of the rules. He used all of the product. He used all the product, all the money. Bro, he been doing the acid it's made out of.
There was, in fact, nothing left. Ooh.
Oh my god, look at this man.
Man has seen better days. And clove. I also just realized I gave like 0 context for my little avatar. And this is my first recording.
You don't really have to be mischievous.
Yeah. It brings the allure, really.
Yeah. Guess, fuckers. Guess what she is.
Guess my lore. Why am I hostile? Why am I in hospitality? Nobody knows.
Nobody will, because you're hostile.
My lore's my own.
Damn right.
I don't know, I'll probably do like a little introduction thing. I could do a little about me.
Eventually.
Yeah. I'm in a rush.
Exactly.
There we go. I am currently just vibing. It would be funny as if this entire time it only like has recorded my character and I'm just doing like it's still stuck on the loading screen.
Because you got no fucking second monitor, you're just raw dogging
Yeah, because I'm on baby mode
Chat's
streamer.
Fucking how chat is they're just fucking hollowed out in this second. Now you're still
There we go. I'm good. I checked. But yeah, I've only got one monitor set up right now, so it's like I cannot see myself.
Who needs to see theirs?
Yeah, really though. How am I doing? Let's see. I just now got... Okay. Oh, wow. 30 minutes. Yeah, like I said, it's really good for like 10 minutes at a... 10, 20 minutes at a time since my first character died fairly quickly. But you could probably go on this game for like... I'd say about an hour and you could complete everything if you're like really leveled up. But I am not that yet. So I'm just getting money. And since this character doesn't have any flaws to him, I don't get like any money bonus like some other characters would. The last one I had a 28% bonus because of some flaw. I don't even remember. There's some where like you can't see color, or you everything's pitch black because it's diva mode and it only focuses light on you and the enemies. Oh wow, I found the boss room pretty early. Nice. How much of the map have I explored? Barely anything. I'm gonna go up in these 2 rooms and see what's through here, and then I'll probably just cut to the second area since I'll get more money. Your weapon applies combo. Your weapon applies or extends burn for 2 seconds. I'll do this one. Ah, man. I overdid it. If you go below 100 resolve, you lose health. I believe it's 100. And then I can hop up and absolutely mess up. It's not what I meant to do. Oh well. I was trying to get the chest at the top, but seems I will not be getting it this go run. There are there's like one special relic you can get that allows you to fly, but you take more damage while you are in the air. It's pretty nice. It's nothing too crazy, but I like to use it for whenever I run into things like that. Defeating enemies have a 8% drop. I never get any health whenever I get this relic, I'll be honest. It's supposed to be an 8% chance, and I have not gotten that 8% chance odds, so I've just stopped bothering with it. There we go. Go to the second one. What would be fun though is if this game had like a little multiplayer feature.
It would be.
Because I feel like you'd enjoy it with me.
More than likely.
Yeah, I feel like you wouldn't really play it alone, but I feel like you would enjoy it nonetheless.
I don't really ever play games alone unless it's like tycoon games like this.
Yeah. You like playing with someone?
Yeah, games just aren't fun without someone, honestly, or just anyone to talk to. Like, even when I was playing Skyrim or whatnot, like, yeah, I could play it solo for hundreds of hours. I have thousands of hours in that game, but I always needed, like, to have something on YouTube or something to play it.
Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know, I guess I just got used to playing games solo in terms of, like, just playing in silence and then figuring things out. But I always have to play something with, like, a story, unless it's something like this where I can just constantly be moving, or like with Payday, since Payday doesn't have, like, it does kind of have a storyline, but it's nothing, like, direct like Final Fantasy does. So it's got to be something I can either do an action constantly with, or it has to have, like, a story that motivates me. It's why I can't play Skyrim much.
Really? The story in Skyrim doesn't motivate you?
No, not really. It's just so open world. It's so open world with so little story between it. Final Fantasy is constantly with, like, story and directives, so yes, it is pretty open world, so it gives me places to go, but a lot of times I have to go somewhere, and it locks off certain areas.
Fair enough.
with Skyrim, I just feel like I have too many decisions. Like, sometimes I just want the game to decide for me.
That's fair.
I don't know, whenever I game, I just like turning off my brain.
I'm pretty sure everyone does that.
Some people are really methodical with games.
I don't see why. Even now, I'm just mind-numbingly going and doing whatever I want.
I think you really have to be a fan of a game to, like, do something so methodical, though. Like Pokemon players. They'll do, like, whole Nuzlocks and everything, but it's always very methodical. They have everything thought out.
Yeah, that's like a niche fan base, though, to be honest.
I know, but that's the first thing that came to my mind because I've been watching a lot of Nuzlocks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which are, I don't know, I think they're really fun videos. They're not something I would do, but it's pretty cool. The Nuzlocke, and then there's Pokemon mazes and everything else. And there was that one that I showed you of the Super Mario, but Pokemon.
Yeah.
That took so much time to create, I imagine.
Probably.
But that's like a very hyper-fixated person on Pokemon. And I guess Nintendo in general at that point to make something like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hey, ain't no shame in that.
There isn't any shame in it.
I know, but I was quoting the movie. I'm genuinely trying to remember the name of it.
Oh, sorry.
I'll remember movies and I'll remember actors and everything else, but sometimes I just draw a genuine blank.
Fair enough.
Let's see, how do I want to go about this? 1, 2... Okay. Shoot. Hit the lower one, go figure. Tried to time it out and I still didn't do it right. There we go. I did so little. Oh, what am I doing? I like my little stews. There we go. Faced the wrong way. That's one thing about this game that I find a little challenging is you can turn and accidentally hit a trap because you're facing the wrong way. And it makes me feel like a dumbass.
But you're not, though.
Yeah, but I'm still entitled to feel like one. Let's see. What time is it anyways? After this run, I'll probably finish up the stream. and call it a night. Gonna dice to some water. There we go. Get out of there. Poor bobfish. Let's see. Get out of here. There we go. Take some soup. Homie is standing right, and I walked right into him. There we go. Let's see. Over here. This is the whole little second phase of where you just... I thought that was a piece of chicken. Didn't know he was on fire still. Let's see. Really need to kill that blobfish. Can't go over, so I gotta go through here. Speed through this section. Yep, and I made it to the boss realm, which is the second boss that I beat, which was a skeleton. And then this area is a lady with a plant-based powers. See if I can find her before I lose health, so I can at least show her before I end my stream. Or recording, it's not a stream. It's a VOD. Sorry, I had to find a little hidden crack. In this one it's a little harder to find those cracks because of the stones. Wait, that little thing. Let's see. What's around here? What's this? No. That goes back down. No. It's just a chest. Probably go this way. Yeah, there she is. Nanma. The lore. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna make it. Whoop. Somehow made it. Ocean Bast. Cool. But that was my video for today. Let's see. Let me get out of this so I can get to OBS. There we go. Thank you for watching, and as always, kill them with kindness, and stay tuned to the next video. Bye-bye!